Welcome. My name is Diego Ramonfaur, and my research study is the association of cardiac structure and function with incident frailty in late life. Frailty and heart failure are both common in late life and may share systemic inflammation as a common pathobiology. Prevalent frailty increases the risk of heart failure and other adverse outcomes later in life. However, the reverse association between subclinical cardiac structure and function and incident frailty in later life remains unclear. Our study aims to describe this association between subclinical alterations and incident frailty. In our methods, 6,538 participants from the ERIC study cohort attended visit 5. We excluded those who were frail or pre-frail, had prevalent heart failure, and had a missing echo assessment at that visit. 212 participants died between visit 5 and visit 6, and 564 were alive, but decided not to attend visit 6. Out of 1,771 who attended visit 6, 123 did not undergo a complete frailty assessment. 1,648 participants were ultimately included in this study. Our exposure is echo measurements at visit 5, and the outcome is incident frailty at visit 6. Protocoled echo measurements were recorded at study centers and validated in a previous study. Frailty was defined as meeting 3 or more of the well-described 3 criteria. We used multivariable logistic regression to estimate the association between each echo measurement at visit 5 and incident frailty at visit 6. In our results, mean age was 73 years, 46% were male, 20% were Black race, almost 70% had hypertension, and 11% had documented cardiovascular disease. Mean left ventricular ejection fraction was 65%. Higher frailty category was associated with a higher comorbidity and worse echo measurements. The p-values indicate a trend. The full description and comparison of the baseline characteristics is summarized in Table 1. 49 participants developed frailty from visit 5 to visit 6. Structural and functional measurements were associated with incident frailty. 2 models were performed to estimate this outcome. Model 1 includes demographic characteristics, and Model 2 is adjusted for demographics and comorbidities. As you can see, for both models, higher visit 5 measurements of structural echocardiographic parameters, in particular left ventricular mass index, mean wall thickness, and relative wall thickness, along with worse E' and E over E', are strongly and independently associated with incident frailty in later life. Systolic measurements are less predictive of our outcome compared to structural and diastolic measurements. When changing the outcome to incident pre-frailty, cardiac structure and function were not associated with an increased risk of the outcome. These results are not shown in the figure. Our study is limited in that attrition after visit 5 may introduce selection bias, as sicker people may decide not to attend a visit or die before it happens. This may underestimate the magnitude of association between our exposure and outcome. Also, we used one of many scoring systems to classify frailty, and whether these findings might be dependent on the score used is not known. Lastly, these findings indicate that greater left ventricular concentric hypertrophic remodeling and worse left ventricular diastolic function associate with a heightened risk of incident frailty in late life, independent of traditional risk factors. Thank you.